Hello my crafty friends, it's Crystal with Happy to Plan. I'm going to be doing another video from my top 10 of 5 journal elements. So today is going to be all about different elements that I have in my journal that I really enjoy using. These are typically elements that you can kind of see throughout my journals. Generally speaking, I use them quite frequently. There's a couple in there that I don't use as frequently as I want. So I like that I am recording these videos so for future I can kind of remind myself that I really like those types of elements in my journal and hopefully do them more often. And so yeah, I just want to share with you the different things that I use. And if you haven't already, you could check out, this will be my 3rd video in this series. So the other links are down below. I talked about how I use fabric and lace and ribbon in my journals, and then also the different types of embellishments, like my top 10 embellishments that I have. So I'm really excited to share this series with you, and I hope that you continue watching. Go ahead and subscribe down below if you're interested in seeing the other 2 that I'll be posting shortly. Here we go. Next element that I love doing is I'm going to show you as an example is from my Bereaved collection. And it's this ribbon right here. I love using the ribbons that typically come in the journal. And I wanted to use this as an example because this one I added little components to it. I don't typically add anything to the ends, but I loved how I added the little seashell and then this little pin with all of these beads in it. And yeah, so I love having the books tied together with the seam binding or ribbon or whatever she includes with the collection. And the Abide journal, I wanted to share with you that I love using the pages that are in the book. So this page right here is actually attached in the book. It's part of the book. And I love using them to make pockets. I do this quite often and a lot. You can actually see right here, I did it here too with this, this page, the music page. But I specifically love it when they're underneath pockets or bottom loading pockets. I just think that that's really cute because I love having the little element sticking out of the bottom of the tag so that I can decorate the tag and still have the bottom pieces sticking out. The next element that I wanted to share with you is in my Choose Love collection book, and it's this little stencil right here. I used a doily to do this stencil, and I just love that. I did this a couple of times in this book. Let's see if I can find another one. Here's another one right here. I used the stencil. I think it was actually this doily right here that I used to stencil on to the page. And I just love how it looks in the book. And then you're using, I love stencils in general, but specifically I love using the doily ones because it gives it a different look than like most stencils. You have like a unique look, and it's like 2 for 1. You get a doily plus a stencil. The other element that I wanted to share with you is from my Wings journal. And this element is actually throughout this entire book. And it's these flip outs. So I love having flip outs in my journal. This particular one was a really big music sheet. I actually folded it and made these little pockets on the side pockets. I really love that I did that. And then I used this whole piece of paper, and then I have a little flip out. This entire book is actually different flip outs of different pages. So like this one right here is a really big one. Yeah, and then I really just love having those kind of flip out components, those like interactive components in my journals. I wanted to share the element that I use quite often in a lot of my journals. I went ahead and chose the timeless one just because I really do like how it turned out. But it's this library pocket cards. Really love having this element in it, and I use it quite often to document when I do my Bible journaling or when I do like my devotionals. What I will typically do is I don't really want to show you one that's done because they're a little bit personal, but what I will do is I'll put in the scripture, and then I kind of write like a little, like an outline of kind of what God spoke to me about in that thing, either a phrase or a word or something that really stood out to me in that Bible verse. So that's what I do with these pockets, and I'm really, I really do love that element in my journals. The other one is from my SOAR collection, and it is this element right here of using ephemera from the different places that I went to. This is from my spring retreat that I went to in 2018. And this is an envelope, and basically what I did was I just cut this piece of the envelope out that had the my name on it. That's why I'm covering up my last name, and then my room number, my cabin number. And I really loved that I used this piece in it. It just makes me happy. It's like a little piece of the event that came home with me. And then I also bought a sticker at the gift shop, and then I included that in the book as well. So yeah, that was that's definitely something I would want to do more of. I don't do it quite enough, and I would love to be able to do that more often. I wanted to share with you an element that I've used in my Renew journal. I've done this a couple of different times, but I just wanted to share this specific one because I really love how it turned out. So I have this flower sticker, and what I basically did is I used the flower sticker, I put it down on this half kind of sheet of paper. This was a graph paper, and it was a little bit short, and I basically added the pieces, the cutoff pieces, to this page, so they were on this page. And I like how I did the way that I cut this page. It kind of makes it look like the leaves are under it on this page, but then when you flip it over, it completes the flower. I just really love that. I've done this in a couple of different journals. Like I said, I've done it in my Grow collection, my Grow Girl one, a Buy journal I did it several times in. So I really do love that element. Okay, so let's go ahead and go through just a couple of honorable mentions. And the first one I'm gonna share with you is from my So Crafty journal, and this one is using the packaging from different things. So I love that I used this package. This was from a hem facing that I got, and it was I just love that I used it to make a little pocket on this tag. And and obviously, again, it goes with the theme so well, and it just looks so cute. And then it has the blue, brings the blue from the dress and with the doily, and then the little interfacing. I just love how that looks in my journal. The next element that I wanted to share is from my Be Merry collection, and honestly, this is like in pretty much all of my journals. At some point I do this, but I specifically love this one because I used an envelope. She had a envelope in the collection with this little cute reindeer, and what this is this just side pockets. I just love having this elements of side pockets in my journals, especially when they have gold eyelash trim hanging out. I just really love how this looks in my journal, and when it's just kind of dangling there, I just think that's so pretty and so merry and festive, and I just love doing this. I love pockets in general, but specifically I like it when they're side pockets. Okay, so here is the next honorable mention is from my Inspire journal, and it's using the heart paper in this specific way. So Lynette sometimes includes this heart paper in her journals. I know it's a little bit hard for her to actually create this because she has limited of the trays that she uses, but I just love it when she does use them in the journals, and I love it because then I love writing inside the middle of the journal. This was not my idea. I stole it from somebody, and I'm sorry I do not remember. This was a long time ago that I got this idea. This is from 2018. So, but I do really love doing that in my journals. So the next element that I wanted to share with you is from my Grace collection. I do this quite often, but I just love using vellum in my journals. That's one element I really love using in my journal, and specifically using it in this fashion where I kind of cut it and then I use it as a double tuck pocket. I really think that it's a pretty element to add, and because a lot of times when you put these really cute journaling cards that I spent a lot of time creating in a pocket, then it kind of like disappears and you can't see it. But with the vellum, I love that you can see kind of the image inside the pocket. So I just love using vellum in my journals. Okay, so I wanted to share from my Sunny Days collection, and it's using coloring book pages. I've done this a couple of times in a couple of different books, and I want to do it definitely. This is definitely one of those ones I was talking about at the beginning where I want to use more of them because I really love, especially if it goes with the theme, I love using the coloring book pages. This is just a coloring book page that I got from the Dollar Tree, one of their adult coloring book pages, and I really do love it, and I think that it works really great to just be really, it's a really quick way to add a really cute design to the paper. The other element that I love using is featured in my homegrown collection, and it's Dollar Tree wall stickers. And especially when it's theme oriented. If you don't already have that about me, I'm a very theme girl. So this particular one, I loved that it said home on it, and then it's the homegrown journal, and it just really made me happy because it literally fit so perfectly in this middle spot. So that is all the elements that I wanted to share with you today. I hope that you guys are enjoying these videos. Please comment down below what your favorite element that I shared with you today is. And I will see you again real soon for the next one. Bye for now.